How's it going? My name is William Morse, and I decided to do the Tallahassee Museum. It's an extremely unique museum. There's no other way to say it. It's way back in the woods. It's not your typical museum in any way. It is completely different. It has animals and exhibits and zipline courses, and it's just an incredible place. Nothing like you'd expect. And when I visited, I went on a rainy morning, and it was unbelievable. It was just beautiful. The property is amazing. And once you get to the property, it's nothing like you'd expect. It's in a neighborhood. You've got houses on both sides. You don't really know where you are. It's a lot closer than you'd expect. And you just go through the admission, and once you're in, you can look around, and just from standing right on the other side of the exhibit, you can see a petting zoo and old wooden houses and zipline courses and live animals, and it's just unbelievable. So, of course, I went straight to the petting zoo and just started petting all the animals. They've got cows and geese and white little squirrels running around. I've never seen a white squirrel anywhere in Orlando, where I'm from, but I guess Tallahassee has white squirrels, and they've got goats. All the animals are awesome. Horses and donkeys, and that's where I actually met the worker that I interviewed for my project, but I'll come back to him. And so once you kind of get to meet all the petting zoo animals, you head over to the wooden houses where they have just huge, huge houses that are hand built by wood, unbelievable. And they've got, I guess their goal is to preserve the history of what it was like growing up in Florida back in the day. And so they've got just the kitchen all set and the dinner table set and the bed made with handmade quilts, and you can just see how tough it would have to been to live way back in the day when it was just cold at night and hot during the day, and your only air conditioning was an open window. And so that's really cool. Next thing you do is you look up and you see zipline courses, and people are literally just ziplining right over you. It's incredible. You don't know what they're doing. It's really loud. They are not with the guides. They're just doing their own thing. It is super cool. I didn't get to do it, but it's definitely something I'm going to do when I get back. It seems totally worth it. Everybody I talked to is a huge line. It's just incredible to see people ziplining. And so what I was most excited about was to go see the animal exhibits, because from the website you know what you're heading into and the awesome animals they have. And they've got huge wolves. I mean, wolves like the size of Great Danes, just ginormous wolves that are incredible. They've got little, I guess, toys or something you can spin, and they howl, different types of howls to communicate with the wolves, which is pretty cool. Next, they've got huge bears. They've got two big old bears that just dig holes and sleep in them, and they wouldn't even stand up when I was there because they were just snoozing right there in the middle of the morning. And they've got birds. They've got vultures and turkeys and eagles. They've got bald eagles that are just ginormous, and it's really cool to see. Sloths that I could not find. I don't know where they were hanging. I looked everywhere. Who doesn't want to see a sloth? But the Tallahassee Museum has sloths. I could not find one. Very disappointed. Making me come back. And most of all, the favorite animal, no doubt, the animal they hold highest are their cougars. They've got Big Mama Cougar and two baby cougars that are just so playful. I mean, they're throwing tennis balls around, they're chasing each other and tackling, and they don't stop. It is so cool to see in the morning. They're just up. I'm sure they just had their meal, and so they're just going non-stop. It is super cool. The animals at the Tallahassee Museum are just unlike any other museum I've been to. You walk into a museum and you expect to see like bones hanging from the roofs and stuff you can't touch, but Tallahassee Museum is all about interaction and getting to zip line over the bear exhibit, or getting in and touching what they have preserved as Florida history, or getting to pet donkeys and horses, where I met my worker that I interviewed and really helped me out and told me that he was working there as a internship, and his goal was to go to Africa and work with big cats to help them from becoming extinct. And it was real incredible, and I know for a fact he's starting in the right place, because Tallahassee Museum, he's he's getting to experience big cats with the Cougars. Overall, it was incredible. I know that I had never heard of it. I know there's one billboard in town that I've seen since, and I'm definitely going back. It's a short drive, it's cheap, it's unbelievable, and honestly, it's something that I will never forget. Very thankful for that in this class.